We'll go first then to item 5, reports. A, recognition of staff students. Mr. Mee.
Good evening. Tonight, the high school administration would like to recognize the following students and staff: Miss Marge Ginrich and the following high school art honor members: Laura Hine, Tammy Jensen, Gianni Mai, David Sheeler, and Trista McGovern, who participated in the state art competition on April 9th. There are 2 categories: a long-term, which means they're given their project ahead of time, and then one on-site. Laura Hine took 2nd in long-term drawing and 1st on-site. Tammy Jensen 3rd in long-term painting. Gianni Mai 1st in ceramics long-term and 1st in ceramics on-site. David Sheeler had 1st in long-term sculpture and 2nd on-site. And Trista had 2nd on on-site painting. We'd also like to thank or congratulate Courtney Pearson, Adriana Culpet, who earned gold pins, and Nellie Quinke and David Sheeler, who earned silver pins at this year's state forensics meet. And I'd also like to thank Rocky Shutter and Heidi Mee, who were the coaches for forensics. I think he's gone now, but Mr. Larry Shekel and the high school robotics team of Betsy McLean, E.J. McLean, Jacob Patterson, Jared Maternowski, and John Lanska, who took 2nd in the blind navigation course and 2nd in the maze competition at this year's robotics competition held at UW La Crosse. I received this email from a parent, and I'd like to share it with the board. Marlon, Kale, and Dan. Not sure who to send this to, but I thought I'd send it to all 3 of you so I couldn't go wrong. I'd like it if you could publicly acknowledge the students that helped out with prom and the special needs students last Saturday. Not sure if I'll get all the names right, but Mike Leenan, Brianna Francis, Macy Sheldon, Annalisa Frost, and Jane Bishop did a fabulous job, as did Tammy Dvorak and Sharon Call. Natasha Thompson is the teacher. If I miss anyone, please let me know. For the students to take the time out of their lives to make a lifelong memory for Brett, Macy, and Emo, and Steve, and their family speaks volumes for the character of those young people. I think the stereotype of young people now is that they do not care about anyone but themselves, especially at times like prom. This is an excellent example that this isn't the case. Again, I'd like to thank all involved that made this possible. I also received a word today, and I don't have all the information on it, but our FFA chapter advanced to the national meet to be held, I believe that's in Kentucky, but I'm not positive. Nelda will get me more information later for that, possibly for the June board meeting. And I know they're not here, but I personally would like to thank Mary Risch, Ann Shekel, Doug Russell, and Larry Shekel for all their years of service to the students of the Tomah Area School District. For me, it's been a pleasure to work with and learn from these outstanding educators, and I wish them the best in retirement. I also like to thank Gail Lupke and Joy Blackburn for all their hard work, time, effort, and energy they put into making our first Renaissance celebration a huge success. It was not easy coordinating the event, making sure there's enough food to feed 570 students who were recognized for their character, academics, and participation in various clubs and organizations at the high school. And we did that last week. We recognized 570 students in just a little over 1 hour. And he's in the back there. I also want to thank Cale Jackson for being my right-hand man the past 5 years. Cale's dedication to the students of the Tomah Area School District will certainly help him in his transition at Loyal. I wish you the best, Cale, and I'm just a phone call away if you need anything next year. Lastly, tonight I would like to thank Gloria Winchell for all her guidance and help as I learned about the different curricular pertaining to the high school, and for support and development of our increase in AP classes at the high school, our change to the 8-period day, our implementation of Project Lead the Way, and the many other projects that are too numerous to mention. She's been a great friend and a mentor for me. But tonight I would especially really like to thank Mr. Fassbender for his patience, nurturing, and guidance that helped me develop as an administrative leader. My first year as a high school principal was also his first year as superintendent, and I can't imagine how stressful it may have been for him to learn his new position and at the same time mentor me as a new principal. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mee. That's very good. Any other staff student recognition this evening? Okay. Then we will move to item B.